and welcome back to a new episode. Welcome back to a new vlog and to a new season. It's the season of Scorpio and my birthday month has started. I'm super excited. I already feel there is such a good energy in the air and I kind of always feel more supported. Somehow around this time of the year I feel that, I don't know, things happen faster, things happen better somehow. I don't have to struggle so much. I just soak in all this energy for the next couple of weeks. I'm super excited. In today's episode I was actually thinking about doing a little bit of redecorating, restructuring around the house because I realized that I'm spending so much time now that I'm studying home, I'm doing networking, whatever I'm doing, I'm learning, but I need to upgrade a little bit the home until I can finally say that I manifested a new apartment, something that I work on. So because of that, I just feel the need to do a little bit of changes, to either maybe change the blankets or to change the pillow sheets or to maybe add some decorations for autumn. I was looking recently on my Instagram in my archive stories from last year and I realized that I actually did this. I decorated the apartment, I used more flowers. It was a different vibe and I kind of missed that, so I'm trying to bring this again this year. And because of that, I actually went into the park today and picked up chestnuts. There are so many, this is like the symbol of Germany. And I'm going to use them. I used them also last year and they were so lovely. I love to use candles, I love to use like pillows, blankets, colors. I like to play. Maybe I will even rearrange certain furniture pieces, but let's see how's my energy. In general, I'm really looking forward for everything that November has in store and December because Christmas markets will start in about 2 weeks, so I'm super excited. They will actually take place. I'm also super excited to plan my birthday and we are also planning a trip somewhere 3-4 hours away from Munich, so we have to still decide on destination and hopefully everything just clicks together and everything will turn out good, but I will keep you updated. But I also want to plan like a small birthday party at home with my friends that are living here. So yeah, I'm feeling motivated, I'm feeling super good, I'm feeling a lot of good energy. Cannot wait to see what this month has in store. Hello again, I hope by this time you are not done hearing me say this so much. I didn't have time to do anything over the last days. It's already a few days after I first filmed the initial sequence for this vlog, but I had some really good things happening that I want to share and I want to take you with me today in a very organizatorical vlog, organizing a little bit my birthday party, organizing my monthly routines, organizing my space. So we need organizing. And first thing first, I managed to find finally fresh flowers. I managed to also find still some chestnuts in the park, so I will create a small autumnal arrangement, which I'm super excited about. And then we will get straight to how I plan the month, how I plan my routines, how I plan the travels, how I plan the birthday, how I plan a lot of things. Yeah, let's start with cutting the flowers. As you can see, I have here the flowers. I absolutely adore the colors. I have the chestnuts and I will prepare now everything together. Okay, so I managed to clean the chestnuts. They were a little bit dirty because I just picked them up from the park and I had to brush them to remove the dirt out of them. the soil. I'm actually going to create on the small table kind of an arrangement. I try to keep my big eating table as clean as possible because I usually also work there. I have my laptop, I have a lot of notebooks, a lot of notes, a lot of things, so I try to keep it as clean as possible. But I love my small coffee table. I love that I use it in the morning for my tea. I use it to maybe sometimes store a book, so I like to have this small little corner of something nice, something beautiful, something pleasant when you look at it. So that's going to be my corner. And ready to journal. This is where I usually like to spend my mornings and to write my thoughts. And once this is done, on to the next project of the day, which was unpacking my supplements, my breakfast. This is usually what I eat for breakfast for the past 11 years. It's not a sponsored ad. I've been a wellness coach for the past 11 years and this was my breakfast and still is. So I'm usually ordering monthly my supplements, which is a nutritional shake, my Elo, protein bars, and here I was just uncovering the newest flavor, which was the chocolate and orange flavor for the seasonal celebrations. I like this breakfast and I stuck to it because it's super easy to prepare in just over 30 seconds. It's super nutritional, it's keeping you full, and it's very nutritional as well. So I'm done with organizing the reading corner. I still have to do some things around the house, but somehow I don't have energy or inspiration, so I'm not going to push it. I unpacked my products and I store them. So I have now my products, my breakfast. This is what I eat for breakfast every single day. And I have my products for the next month. And now I want to sit down a little bit, to lay down, to relax, and to talk a little bit about things that happen. So how I'm organizing my time now. What are the changes that are coming and how I'm organizing the rest of the things that are happening. So first thing first, and this is a very good news, I was able to sign up for a German course. I'm super excited for that because it's been on my list. I mean, I kept postponing it, but let's say it took a little bit of time, more than I wanted. I did learn German by myself from zero and it took me to an intermediate level. But I feel that now I need German fluently as fast as I can. So I decided to look for solutions and to sign up for a course. Initially, I didn't want to go because when I moved here, it was the pandemic, everything was locked down. You only had online courses and I was really looking for this human interaction because I know you kind of learn faster this way. Everything was online for the first 1 year or so. I just decided to do it myself. It was for free because I followed YouTube videos and YouTube channels with German teachers and it was absolutely amazing. I cannot recommend enough Lingoni. If some of you want to learn German, I will leave the link below. Yesterday was the day when I finally signed up for a class. I received the course for free from the German state because right now I'm unemployed. And I passed the test and I am ready now because I just started the B2 level, which is already super high. And remember that all through high school I was preparing for my C1 level, which is already advanced, which is fluent English. And I feel exactly the same excitement right now, thinking that in 1 year I would be able to really talk about complicated topics in German and in my job and in my everyday to-day life, and it's going to help me. So this has been one of the biggest struggles that I've been through. Since I moved here, I did not really realize how much the language matters. I was okay, I have English, I can get around, yes you can, but to be able to really create these deep relationships with people here, with Germans, to be able to be integrated into their cultures, for them to accept you fully, for you to have a good position in your job and in a good company, you really need German. I kind of wanted to accelerate the process give gas, like the Germans say, to give a little bit more fuel and to move faster. So I'm super excited. Yesterday I also had my first lesson. It was a lovely group of people, mostly women, so we kind of relate to each other with our day-to-day situation. And another thing that is happening, as I said, is that I started for a couple of months to create this kind of routines and calendars. And this was one of the reasons, I didn't realize, but this is one of the reasons that I actually managed to get out of this state of depression that I was starting to get in when I lost my job, when I had no purpose, and I started to move into a more positive state. Now, if you're here for the first time, let me give you a little bit of context. Back in June, I lost my job. It was quite unexpected. I didn't know what to do. It was my first big job in Germany, and I was in a bit of a shock. I didn't know what I want next. So naturally, the first thing that I did was to give myself some space to cry, to grieve, to mourn this loss. I give myself some space to explore new things, and I focused on learning more about travel, content creation, which I'm super passionate about, and I'm so happy that I had the time to finally invest in it. I took the time to learn more about the fashion industry. I took the time to focus more on German. This is one of the areas where I improved massively because of the time I had. However, at some point I realized that waking up every single day and not having a plan of what I want to do was making me feel very sad, unmotivated, and as a result I slept so much during the summer months. I honestly could sleep for like 10-11 hours and I was still very tired. There are two things that helped me, and I think in a very good way, to get over this event, which was one, to create these routines, because I started to put on a piece of paper like every single day, okay, let's work on things that you can control. You cannot control, Miruna, that you lost your job. You cannot control when you will have the next job, but I could control how I was feeling myself every single day. Then I tried to find these 5-6 things to check every single day, and this helped me create consistency, create discipline, and move faster to what I wanted. So I highly encourage you to do the same. Let me know if you try this method, and let me know after some time how you feel and how is your life transforming. The second thing that I did to get out of my mood was to actually start working with a therapist, which was the first time that I did something like this. I worked in the past with a coach and it has helped me so much. It was always a period of a big up levels in my life, but with the therapist I realized that I need to go a little bit deeper because I was holding grudges. I could not move so fast over what happened, and I was seeing myself all the time in this sad moment, and I didn't know how I ended up there. I didn't know how I would go out from there. So it was clear for me that I have to ask for help and not let the situation sleep even more. It was not just the job that made me take this decision, it was also the whole change, the whole moving to a new country. I didn't realize how much this would affect me. And it's not the country itself that is creating this stress in me, it's just that it's actually the first time that I move from home. It's the first time that I move away from family, and I always had these very strong relationships in my family. So naturally now I'm learning basically to create my own system, to create my own support system, let's say, or my own tools to discover them. So therapy has been a great help into this area. And on to the beautiful part of life. As I said in the beginning of the video, in 2 weeks my birthday is coming. I'm super excited, and since November I really started to feel that the stars align better. It was the same last year and it's always the same somehow. I feel this good energy in there. I feel maybe the energy of the eclipses because it was very recently in the Scorpio sign, so everyone with this sign is a little bit differently affected. I want to plan something with my friends. I want to maybe plan a short road trip. So I already started to look for accommodation. And I try to look for places that are a little bit off the radar, I would say, always when I travel. Or even if I'm going to a very popular destination, I always try to do certain things that are not so touristy, that are a little bit off the beaten path. I think this is a great way to discover cultures. And I did manage right now so far to look around for destinations that are, let's say, around Munich, so pretty easy to reach. I looked for something that is reachable in 3-4 hours with the car. Last year we went to Strasbourg. You can see the vlogs here. It was super fun. It was a winter wonderland. Honestly, we are a little bit undecided because we loved it so much, so we are thinking of going back there, but we are also curious to try new places. I always find ways to travel because for me this is one of the things that charges me, that gives me power, and I'm so happy and I'm so blessed that I managed to travel so much. I managed to have some money saved in the last months and to put aside for travel. And I was always looking for finding good offers because now that I didn't have a fixed income, it was really hard to just spend money how I wanted and where I wanted. So I always try to keep my eyes open for offers, for accommodations, for hotels, for house rentals, for flights, and to always think it through and organize it super well, because I realized this a long time ago. If you organize a trip, a holiday in details and in advance, you actually save a lot of money, and I was always able to find super good deals. So I'm very excited about it. I will keep you updated with the destinations that we choose in the end, because we still have to do a little bit of research. And that being said, I think the last 4 months were really interesting. It was a period of a lot of growth. I didn't expect that. I'm happy that opportunity, I would say, and the possibility to take some time to think it through. I said it before, healing is not linear and healing is not the same for everyone. I was initially feeling a little bit sad and a little bit like blaming myself that it was taking me so much time to heal from this past event, to get over this shock. But in the end, everyone heals differently. Some people had other experiences like this before. For me, it was the first time, so it was normally that I would process maybe things a little bit harder, or let's say a little bit longer better. Longer is the better word. But I'm trying even now to document like every step of the way and to be able to give it to you guys. So when you are in the situation when things don't go wrong and you feel like there's no way out, to maybe find some steps that you can do to get out of the situation. But I feel that somehow right now I'm on the right path. I feel that things are starting to go in the right direction. I feel that the energy, the momentum is creating again. One of the biggest and probably most important things that I was talking with my therapist is that it's not a shame that you manifest so many amazing things and then you go down. It's not a shame that you are down again, and it doesn't mean that it won't happen again in the future. Even when we have the life of our dreams, even when we manifest amazing things in our lives, it only means that we are human beings. It only means that life has its ups and downs, and we just have to learn to recognize the downs, to see how we can manage them, to create our own coping system, and to slowly find ways to get out of deep talk, I know, but I hope these tips that I'm doing right now has helped you guys. Let me know in a comment, how is November and December looking for you? I'm already planning to do more vlogmases this year. We also have our Christmas markets in Munich that are opening in less than 1 week, which I'm super excited, and I will try to document as much as possible for you. Until then, see you next time with a new video, and thank you so much for being here. Bye bye!